All right. So let me see. All right. So I just finished watching King Cam versus Scripture. From the High Tide Allegiance event that just happened. What? Um, it happened on what was that? The 30th. I believe it was the 30th. It happened. That's when it happened. Um, I finally got a chance to start watching these battles. And first battle I started watching was King Cam and Scripture. King Cam and Scripture. I gotta be honest. Yeah, it just happened on the 30th. The High Tide event. First, I thought it just happened the 30th, May the 30th. But I gotta be honest about this King Cam and Scripture battle. It was okay. It was okay. That's the like it was. It wasn't what I expected. I think that's the best way I could say it. It definitely wasn't what I expected. Um, I expected a better showing from both. I expected a better showing from both. If I'm gonna be honest, um, it was a 3 round battle. King Cam went first. Went first. He had the "if you drumming, I'm drumming. Your actions come with repercussions." That stuck out to me in the first round. The I'm a fat nigga. I love when the Mac and the ribs touching. The Bill Cosby bar. He had the script flips, which which was expected. It's expected because his name is Scripture. His name is Scripture, so that was kind of you know expected. That was expected. As far as King Cam, um, he had the "You think I'm a great value, Jack Boy Maine?" Like that was funny. That was honestly funny. Him saying that "You think I'm a great value, Jack Boy Maine," because they both from Richmond. Like I got a little kick out of that. Um, for me, King Cam had a solid first round. He had a solid first round. Really good material, delivered it very well, got great reactions off the bars. No stumbles, no fumbles, no chokes, nothing. He delivered it a really good round. Scripture goes as far as his first round. To me, Scripture rapped very well as far as his first round, but to me, nothing stuck out. Nothing stuck out to me in Scripture's first round, bar wise. Like he rapped well, but like bars that would like get a reaction. For me, he rapped well. It sounded good. It was clean, but it was nothing that like I needed to quote. It was nothing that maybe pause it, play it again. It was none of that for me with Scripture's first round. He rapped well, but it was like no moments for me, no haymakers, none of that. It was just him just rapping well. That's what it was. So first round, I gave it to King Cam. Going into the second round, um, King Cam had the rebuttal on scriptures. Jake from State Farm bar. Just started second round. Now he had it. Could he have delivered it smoother? That it didn't look like it was kind of fumbled? Yes. But him doing the you caught it kind of worked well. Um, King Cam had the Aunt Vivian bar. He had more script flips in his second. Um, Now it was a part in King Cam's second round where he did a bar, and they reacted so much that he had to run the bar back. And when he was like, "Oh, they messed him up," so when he's running it back, he's trying to remember it and go through it, and it's like, okay, stumbling at a point. It's like, oh, man, he can't get it back. He keeps choking. He couldn't get it back. He ended the second round. Okay. First part of the second round for King Cam was good, material wise, but the the stumbling to the choke, couldn't get it back. And then ended the round. You know, I was like, damn, because he had good material, but sometimes when the crowd reacts to your bars and your material, it can throw you off in the head, and you have a hard time trying to get it back to where you left off to go fluently through it again. And that's what happened for King Cam in the second. So it's like, whereas he had good material, but that when he had to run that back, that messed him up. So, that and then him having to end the round for the second, mind you, these are like 2-minute rounds, I believe. They're 2-minute rounds. So yeah. Then we go into scripture for us the second. Shoot then hide your grip. The Nick Cannon bar. Those are like the two things for me for scripture that stuck out in the second round. Now, for scripture's second round, he made it through his second round. I mean, for me, those were like the only things for me that stuck out. But I think he had a cleaner round. And he was able to go through the material with no issues. So I think that would weigh higher than King Cam having better material, but not being able to cleanly get through the material. So I would give scripture the second. Then the third round, King Cam starts his third round off talking about one of Scripture's bars that he had something about a tampon versus First Lady Flames. King Cam was going into that and got some reactions with it. He got some reactions with it. That was like the parts that stuck out for me. It seemed like his third was kind of short. That's what it seemed like for me with King Cam's third. I know there were 2 minute rounds, but it seemed like his third was just short. Like it didn't. Whereas for me, with watching all 3 rounds for King Cam, he started out strong, strong first round. Um, Half of his second was strong until they having to run the bar back. That kind of messed up the momentum for him and where he was at in the round. So that messed up him in it, how the rest of the round went. So he started high and it kind of went downhill from the middle of the second into his third. His third, it was just like he was rapping, trying to just finish off the round, the material, and the battle. Because it's like I can see looking at King Cam's face that he was he seemed a little frustrated, a little upset with himself that he messed up. He messed up, in the second round. Because I think he even says during the battle. I think after it, he was like, "My bad, y'all." Um, I think material wise, King Cam had the better material out of him in scripture. Um, Scripture as far as his third, he went into the "you ain't gotta rap no more" because King Cam said something. I think was it in the second or the third, and I think it was Henny Rell that said, "You could stop. You ain't gotta rap no more." So basically, that's what scripture went into what about "you ain't gotta rap no more" in his third, off of that. And then he had the "Have You Seen" script. I think that started off scripture's third round. And then in his third, um scripture choked in it in his third. So honestly, this was a disappointing battle. This is a disappointing battle, if I'm being completely honest. Um, if I'm being completely honest, this is a disappointing battle. Um, Especially for it being a 3 rounder. Um, I've seen King Cam better. No stumbles, no chokes. Um, the same for scriptures. I've seen you both better. No stumbles, no fumbles, no chokes. I guess that's what threw me off watching the battle. Because it's like you both had a round where you choked in it. King Cam choked in the second, you choked in the third. And so you both made it through your first. So King Cam, you made it through your first, choked in your second, ended your third early. Scripture, you made it through your first, made it through your first, made it through your second, made it through your second, choked in your third, and ended it early. So that's what, like, it wasn't a good battle. It wasn't a good battle. Um, Unfortunately, it just wasn't a good battle. Um, but I look forward to who you both battled next. Who you both battled next. Because, like, for me, far as King Cam, you had the material. You had the material. You started very strong. You were very strong to a point, and then it just, after having to run it back, it went downhill. It went downhill. And then for me, for our scripture, um, your second, I would say second was your best round. I would say your second's the best round. I would say King Cam's first was his best round. And then neither one of your thirds is anything to talk about. If I'm gonna be honest. Because King Cam ended his early. Scripture, you choked and ended yours early. And so for me, as a fan watching, I'm like, I will take good material over a person that's just rapping good but has nothing that sticks out. Because, like, for me, other than scriptures, I say his second, it was nothing that stuck out to me. It was nothing that stuck out to me like that. Honestly. King Cam had more bars for me that stuck out. Even with the choke in the second. And then both of y'all thirds was lackluster. I don't know if it's preparation or just maybe neither one of y'all were really motivated to battle each other. I don't know, but that battle wasn't good. It wasn't a good battle, and like I said, I've seen better showing from King Cam. I've seen scriptures better, so I'm hoping the next time I see both of y'all are fully loaded clip prepared. No, like, flawless performance. No stumbling, no chokes, no having to run it back. Or if you gotta run it back, you're able to go through it with no issue. I think this battle should have been a better battle than what it was. Just off of what I've seen from the two of y'all, this battle should have been better than what it ended up being. But salute the King Cam. Salute the scripture. Whoever y'all got next, do work. Because this is not a showing I would want to really talk to people about. It happens to the best of them. For me, it's going to be how you both bounce back. How you both bounce back with with this showing. That's what it's going to end up being. How y'all both bounce back. And that's about it. I'm going to continue watching the battles. I think I'm going to individually talk about each battle. So I'm going to tag King Cam and scripture to this. And as I go through each battle, I'll tag the artist to it. And I battle. Salute the I battle. A lot of great things they're working on. You got Terraform. You got I believe Turbulence. Is it Turbulence? I don't think that's what it's called. Hold on. Let me see. What is it called? You got Terraform. You got Invasion coming up. June the 19th to 20th in Little Rock, Arkansas. Yeah. I've got a lot of things going on. Support. Whether it's popping out or with the iBattle app. Probably the next battle I'm gonna watch is Keesang and Mobcap. That probably will be the next one I watch and recap. probably tomorrow watch that and drop a recap with it. But yeah, stay tuned over the next couple of days for my individual battle recaps of iBattle's High Tide Allegiance.